Hello, 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 hello. I am testing all my settings and everything right now, making sure that y'all can hear me. And I guess we will just roll with it. So, okay, I do not know who this is for, but we are doing another full moon money talks with tarot. I truthfully did not have it wholly in me to do this today, but I continued to get the nudge that this is what needs to happen in this moment today for you guys. So I will trust that whoever this is for will find it, and that the message will be helpful for you. Um, yeah. So with that, let's get started. First of all, today is a full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is a rather interesting sign for some. It's intellectual and definitive, ruled by Saturn, fixed air. And, a lot of people associate Aquarius with the collective. Also, people associate Aquarius with technology. And there's also a lot in communication, how technology and the collective communicate to the world through technology, into the world, through each other, all of these things. But what I really want you to take from this is the full moon aspect. Full moons are a fantastic time to shine light on the area of your life that is getting the most attention right now. So, wherever you might be in your life, if we are looking at collective relationships, if we are looking at technology, if you want to get really in depth and you want to take a look at your specific chart and find out what house Aquarius is for you, all the better. But some key points today, and a really important and big aspect also happening today, is Jupiter is conjoining the sun. Jupiter in Leo is meeting up with the sun, and together, the sun shining on Jupiter, this generous, benefic, how and where you create abundance planet, is getting the full light of the sun. And then directly across the sky is Aquarius, is the moon. And um, we're just getting a lot of bright light shown on communication, main character energy types, all of those pieces. What I would have for you today, and the reflections in this are, number one, how are you creating abundance for yourself in your life right now? And where do you need to let go of some things so that you can be more abundant in other areas? Where do you need to say no in order to have a more powerful yes somewhere else? And looking into all of these pieces for yourself, what needs your attention right now? What have you been avoiding looking at? And where can there be a little more expansion, a little bit more manifestation, a little bit more generation, pulling these things together and generating what you are looking for in your life through the knowledge that you seek and that you have. I think that's a really important one. The knowledge that you have is really important too. Remembering that you already possess a lot of knowledge. How are you using it? Okay. There are so many online astrologers I already know have been talking and talking and talking about the Jupiter Kazemi and the full moon in Aquarius and everything, Barbolt's basket, everything that's happening right now in the skies. And while I am, yes, an astrologer, that is not my whole internet presence. And so today we're going to be focusing on the message for the folks receiving this in this moment in time, And I will say, whenever this reaches you, for sure, whenever you're seeing it, is I believe when you are meant to. Some messages coming forward right away are remembering that the wheel is always turning. Remembering that with every new season, we will inevitably shift into the next. What is new will become old. What is good, what is bad, nothing can last forever. That is the existence that we are in right now. Remembering that when you complete cycles of any kind, that it can be really challenging to let go, but make sure that while you are pairing the grief of release with your life, make sure that you're also pairing it with the excitement of renewal. Some of you are completing some money cycles right now. Some of you are ready to move on from old habits, old traditions, things that didn't work for you, and you're ready to set those aside. We're using the OG Smith Rider Waite Tarot deck today. This is also the deck that I use when I teach tarot. Those come around once in a blue moon, figuratively, not literally. Whew, okay. All right, my friends. I know it's hard right now. I know it's hard right now. I do. Okay. All right. Here you go. Ooh, goosebumps. Oh, this is great. Okay. So look, the scarcity is real. Okay. It's not in your head. It is what is happening in this world. There are multiple things that dictate recession, inflation, all of these things. In some cases, I mean, those are really big words, right? So I'm not going to define anything. I'm just going to say that there's multiple factors that can contribute to feelings of scarcity. This is something that's been coming into my life a lot recently, is there are multiple kinds of scarcity in our material world. And the biggest one, I think, that we all succumb to, regardless of how abundant we are financially or physically or in our home life, is time scarcity. This idea that there will never be enough time to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish in this lifetime. And I really understand that feeling. I understand that fire under your seat urgency. But the most important thing when you're in that space is to remember that sustainable growth takes time. If I went and planted an apple tree in my backyard today, I would not expect fruit tomorrow. Remember the same for yourself. Remember the same for your financial plans. Remember the same for your home plans. Remember the same for your fitness journeys. Remember the same for all of the things that you are making manifest in this physical reality. It's going to take time. Honor that. Love yourself in the process. That's the whole freaking reason why we're here. Okay. I'm acknowledging that it feels like a struggle for so many of us right now. And I mean, not everybody, right? Like, that's the reality. But if it feels like a struggle for you, I want to give you this message to keep going. Okay. We are in a tower moment in the world, in our lives, metaphorically, potentially literally, all of these things. So, first of all, the first card when I was talking about scarcity was the Five of Pentacles. Already talked about that. The next is the Tower. Okay, now this is a gnarly looking card, right? But the Tower represents the collapse of structures that are no longer sustainable. Okay, this is the representation of the Tower card, right? It can also signify sudden and abrupt change, but the piece of that change that I want you to remember, if it has recently happened, if you're in the Tower moment yourself, or if it's coming for you, is that that change is to benefit you. That structure was no longer sustainable in your life. It was time for it to come down. When you are pushing yourself to build towers around it, scaffolding around your tower, when you are patching it, trying to get it to work, trying to do anything you can just to keep it up, the harder and more traumatic the fall is going to be. A little bit of a mirror for myself in this moment too. Who knows? Maybe this live is for me too. It definitely is. I'm sure it is. But the other piece I want you to remember about the tower is that when the tower comes down, which it needs to, if we release and we allow and we take a step back and we let it fall, we're going to have a lot more peace around it. And also, once it falls, you are left with solid ground to rebuild upon. Coming right after the tower. And this is really awesome because of how the cards came out. Right after the tower is the star, is renewal. Tower is gnarly and messy and rough and hard and usually pretty volatile. Again, remember that this volatility, that this change was going to happen. It is going to happen regardless of what we do, and it is necessary. It is necessary for our greatest good, for our highest potential. The star coming right around this, she is just, I believe that there are two major manifestors in the major arcana in the tarot. There's the magician. Magician is literally standing at his table. He has all the tools laid out in front of him. He is bringing what is from the heavens down into the earth. He is manifesting using all of his tools and his knowledge and all of these things. He is moving forward on the fool's journey to actually create using the things he has around them. The star in her beauty and her balance, pouring on into the water and what? Let's see, I'm doing this backwards here. Pouring into the water and onto the land. The star doesn't need to worry about her tools because she is the manifester. She is the manifesting energy. She brings the life together. She waters she pours back into the cup. She pours back into the soil, and she knows that she has more than enough. You can see she has her foot in the water here too. She has more than enough to do this. She is also balance in with that renewal. Okay? Every time there is a wildfire or a volcanic eruption or anything, life inevitably returns. We are moving into this period of renewal, of the star, of coming back. Now, finally, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we also have the Queen of Wands on the root of the deck. The Queen of Pentacles is telling us that we have the ability to be a steward of our resources. We have the divine feminine wisdom. We have the structure. We have the systems. We have the support to be abundant, wise, balanced stewards of our resources. The Queen of Pentacles is fertility, but she is also management. Okay? She can run the castle and also ensure that everyone is nourished. The Queen of Wands pairs that with passion, pairs that with fire, pairs that with creativity and life and new growth. So wherever you are in your life right now, leaning into your divine feminine wisdom. Remember, we carry feminine and masculine within us all the time. Okay? So when you're sitting in this space going, okay, where does my flow need to come forward? Where does my receivership need to come forward? Where do I look for more balance in these areas of my life? And remembering that as your own matriarch for yourself, again, regardless of actual physical gender, the feminine existing within you in a metaphorical, spiritual, divine sense, okay? Where can you pour a little bit more of yourself into your resources? Where can you find and shore up the boundaries in your life that are necessary to ensure nourishment and fertility moving forward? And where can you do these things with the same love and acceptance that you would expect from a queen in your own life? One final note on this is just behind the Queen of Wands is the Devil. Again, card that gets a bad rap. It's kind of gnarly looking. What I want you to take from the Devil is to remember that sometimes you are your own worst enemy. Sometimes the battle that you're fighting is really you. Sometimes the mountain that you're climbing is really you. Where do you need to release the expectation defined by old stories and ego and move into the life that you know you are meant to live? What do you believe you are worthy of? And what is truly holding you back? Full moon, Jupiter Kazemi, Sun in Leo. It's a really great time to shine light into those shadows for ourselves and look into what we are really seeking and ensure that we are stepping out of our own way. All right. This Queen of Swords, make sure that you're a steward of your thoughts too. And a nice little ending note. We've got the Sun. Remember to enjoy your summer, my friends. Remember to enjoy it. We are coming up on the Wiccan holiday of Lammas or Lunasad on the 1st. Revel in it. Enjoy it. Eat your watermelons, eat your melons, your cantaloupes, your honeydews, right? Really, really, really feel into the joys and the lusciousness and abundance and just delicious sweetness of summer. It's here for you now. You get to enjoy it now. That wheel of fortune is always turning. This too shall pass. Couple quick plugs for you guys if you're still with me. Next Tuesday, we've got another soul-led monthly money hour at the Radiate Light Collective. I am also, and this is a really light plug, so like I said, we'll see who is still on listening to the call, listening to the live. I am running a pilot Untamed Abundance membership program. We have enough people to have gotten it off the ground, but I do feel called to share it with a broader community. So if you would like to join that membership, please leave a comment or DM me and let me know, and we'll have a conversation about it. We are going to meet twice a month. There will be on the first Friday in around the lunch hour, we'll have an actual workshop. And then on the third Monday, we will in the evening have group coaching. So again, this is, we've got our soul-led monthly money hour on the first Tuesday. And then if you're part of the membership, the pilot membership, you will also have a couple other times in the month that you'll get to meet with me and learn a little bit more and receive a little bit, fill your cup, and hopefully find a little bit more abundance in your life and for yourself, and definitely community as well. Let's see. I'm sure that there's more on the horizon. There will be another group program launching in September, so more to come on that. There will also be another uh, Break Up with the Bullshit and Grow Real Abundance workshop at the beginning of September as well. So just keep your ears and eyes peeled, and let me know what's speaking to you. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, fantastic rest of your week. Happy full moon, happy Jupiter Kasimi, happy Wednesday, happy summer, happy llamas, happy Lunasad, all of the happies. I hope that you are full of joy, fulfillment, and as always, untamed abundance. Take care, my friends.